Hi, I'm Emily Huxley and I'm in my second year in my T-level of adult nursing. So I'm quite a hands-on learner, and when I was researching possible avenues to continue my studies, I discovered that T-levels offer a really practical experience. Because nursing is a very hands-on subject, I then quickly found that a T-level was right for me. A T-level provided both practical work experience and classroom-based study, which means that I would be able to apply my knowledge into real-life scenarios and qualify with the equivalent of 3 A-levels from one subject. What also really appealed to me about this T-level is that it offers a placement in the hospital, and all of these placements are organised for me by the NHS rather than me going away and finding one for myself. So when I came into college, I was obviously thinking about the next steps, and at the time discovered that T-levels were a brand new qualification in quite a lot of industries. Initially, I applied for the healthcare professionals T-level, but after a discussion with my teacher at college, I realised that the adult nursing T-level would be more suited to me because it would give me the practical skills and foundational knowledge needed to become a paramedic. I'm the first person in my family to go into healthcare, so initially my family and I were quite restricted in the knowledge that was available to us around potential pathways. But after lots of research and discussion, it was actually my dad who encouraged me to apply for a T-level because it offered hands-on experience and equivalent grades that I could use to get into university. I'm really enjoying the placement element of my T-level at the moment. I've experienced quite a variety of scenarios and situations in a practical setting, and it's been really eye-opening to consider the skills and strengths that you need for a career in healthcare, such as empathy and resilience, all of which I've been developing on my practical placement and learning about in the classroom. I would say that the main benefit of doing a T-level for me is that whilst I am getting placement experience, the theoretical knowledge I'm learning is still just as important and just as valuable. I'm really benefiting from learning about a specific topic and then applying that knowledge into practice. I went into my T-level knowing that I would be on a placement in a hospital, but what really surprised me was the level of trust and involvement in people's care I would be given. It's very different from being in a simulated environment in a classroom to being on a ward or in a clinic, but this experience has really prepared me for a future career. I'm also surprised by the level of support available to me. There are dedicated teams on hand to offer advice on our placements and can also give us support if we need it. Obviously my placement is in a hospital, which can be quite stressful or upsetting, but I never feel like I'm working through it on my own, and I feel like I can reach out to my tutors, my placement mentor and the nurses on the ward if I feel like I need help. There are still exams on a T-level, and at first I found it quite difficult to prepare for those exams. Being in a setting that is unfamiliar can be quite stressful. However, because I'm getting the valuable hands-on experience and classroom learning, I was easily able to overcome this challenge by applying what I'd learned to the exam and seeking the guidance and support from my tutors in class and my mentor on placement. A lot of universities look for practical experience as well as academic experience, and studying this T-level has really helped me craft and add the relevant skills to my application for university. The qualification that I get from my T-level is the equivalent of 3 A-levels, which is really beneficial when applying for university. I think a T-level is really suited to people who are optimistic about the qualification, but I think you need to have a certain level of resilience and confidence in yourself to take on the practical and classroom-based approach. However, these are skills that I have developed across my study, and anyone who is keen to develop themselves as a person will really benefit from the T-level to get a head start on their career. If I had to give advice to someone who is considering a T-level, I would probably encourage them to try to ignore the fear of T-levels being quite new and that a university wouldn't accept them, which was one of my fears. I would encourage someone to really take up the opportunity to study a T-level, as the practical experience has really given me the skills that I need to progress.